Good afternoon, pool fans. Tyrell Datweiler with Hill Hill Productions. I'm at the Pocket of Boise in Boise, Idaho for tour stop number 4 at the Northwest Women's Pool Association 2025 tour. We are playing 10 ball on 7-foot diamond tables. Race to 6 on the front, race to 5 on the back. This is an A-side match, so these ladies will be going 6. We have a matchup between Regene Lane and Nicole Donisi. It is rack your own alternate break. Looks like Nicole has won the leg. Nicole, one of the board members of the NWPA, does most of the graphic design and media for the tour. So the majority of the slides and assets that I use on the stream are done by her. Outside of individual company logos. Although she did do the Diamond Mine and the Hill Hill, I believe she's responsible. Well, I know she's responsible for the Hill Hill, and I know that she did the Diamond Mine one as well. As well as all the NWPA branding. Just a little shout out to her. Thanks for all her hard work. All right, just gonna lay up here with the 2. Bunt it to the other side with the 7 ball. Good control from Regine. She just kicked that away and leave the cue in the same vicinity of the table as to where the object ball started. No, mismanaged her cue ball there. Good combo. Let that ball go forward. All right, 2, 3, 4. All in this right half of the table. 6, 7, 10 on the other half. Would expect Regine to make short work of these 5 remaining balls. Nice. Able to just go gently into the rail. Maybe get a hair off the rail. Thing is, you don't want to get too much, so much so your cue ball angle is going. She's gonna come all the way. That must. Oh, I didn't even think to see if that's. Yeah, 6 goes between the 7 and the 10. Now, unforced error. Herself with an angle going down table, so now she's kicking at the 7. Yeah, I think Nicole getting bailed out on this first rack here. All right. I mentioned this is tour stop number 4. Take a look at the remaining schedule. We got 3 more stops to go this year. A little less than a month. We are, or about a month, we are gonna hop on up to Kennewick, Washington, to Players Sports Bar. We'll take September off. And then October off, we head to Seattle to Ox Billiards. That will be a 9-foot table spot, which 9-foot tables. The tour plays 9-ball. That'll be a good one. Then November off, and at the beginning of December, we will wrap things up at Scratch Billiards in Fife, Washington, for that final tour stop and awards banquet. If you're interested in playing, you can go to playnwpa.com to register for any of those stops. You get more information, dress code, rules, just general info about the NWPA at the website as well. As I mentioned, you can register online directly. Members can register for any of the stops at any time. So all 3 of those stops are open to members. For non-members, I believe registration opens 2 weeks prior to the event. And as a non-member, you can play up to 2 stops, I believe. So if you're just looking to get your feet wet, see if it's for you, you don't have to pay your membership. Shot from Regene, just rolling up under the 5. Oh, wow. Thought she was going to catch a piece of that 4. Shot. See if she leaves herself an angle or rolls forward to get straighter on this ball. She rolls forward to get a little closer. Keep some angle. Gotta be careful if you try and draw back on this. It's easy to draw into the face of the tin. Yeah. Tries to come across the table. Didn't really get into the ball super efficiently. Oh, pretty 50-50 on this. Shooter's choice, which direction you feel better cutting. To hit it on the pro side at least, so 10 balls come back up onto the short rail. Let's see if she wants to try the straight back bank. I think that's what she's doing. So I would say something that, well, maybe she's playing safe. Right, so she's just going to tee it up. Good smart play, extend the game. Challenge your opponent to take the low percentage shot. All right, just a little short on the bank. Does leave the cue ball at least close to that bottom rail.
Yeah. It wouldn't bother me. It wouldn't be a big deal if you just got on the microphone and just didn't have anything. No, they're used to it. These guys are always used to it. Yeah. Okay. It's up to you.
All right, Nicole with the
Don't worry about it.
2-0 lead here.
Everybody got their hotel?
Well, I mentioned logos and media work earlier, but at least when we're talking about logos, let's give a shout out to some of our sponsors that you see there across the top of your screen. We got Diamond Mine Northwest, Diamond Pool Table distributor serving the Northwest, located out of the Portland area, specializing in diamond table pool sales and setup and installation for both home and business. If you're looking for a diamond table, get a little John Scudder at Diamond Mine Northwest. Illuminated Cueing Arts training system. If you're not familiar, is a projection-based training exercise system for your home pool table or business. It takes the tediousness of setting up and drilling and doing exercises out of the game by projecting, ball placement, how to play the shots, target locations, all that. It's a really cool system. So if you're looking to up your game, training at home, you can go to icatraining.com, find out more. And also, we have a code if you do purchase a system. I believe it's just NWPA. I still need to double check that. But if you do purchase one of those, please use the code So make them aware of where that the interest and support is coming from. And then Lippman Lights, changing the way you see pool. Lippman Lights, some of, if not the best pool table lights in the business. Jam Up Apparel, official apparel partner of the Northwest Women's Pool Association. They have recently launched an NWPA brand store through Jam Up. Go to jamupapparel.com and find the NWPA brand store where initially we have a NWPA jersey, Jam Up jersey being sold there, both men's and women's sizes. Go get your jersey, show your support. And finally, our host venue, the Pocket of Boise. We appreciate them so much for having us back. A big shout out to the Earls for being such awesome venue owners, hosts, and taking such good care of us. We appreciate them so much. Look forward to coming back in next year. All right. Now that I've said my shout outs, let's get back to the game at hand here. Let's see what, if any of this three ball Nicole can see. Long hand to Regene. Pretty close to her work, but I think she's all right. Out from Regine there. So she just comes back across the table, across the face of this 10 ball. If she goes forward, I think maybe she's going forward. Launch on the 9. Assume she's got a little bit of angle. She's going top. Yeah, plenty of angle. Pretty good. All right, Elaine gonna get one. Well, not Elaine, Regine. Regine Elaine. There isn't a lane floating around here, but I know that this is Regine. Sorry, Regine. Regine pulling one back there. Speaking of Jam Up and jerseys, take a look at those. So these are the jerseys that currently in the NWPA brand store. As I mentioned, they have those in women's and men's styles. You can get it customized with your name on back. So you can find that at jamupapparel.com. Go grab yourself a jersey, show your support for the tour.
Okay, so like an hour or over an hour? I don't see where you are. Okay. How far your passion. Oh, and if it's burning. Yeah.
All right, so dry break. Not quite what she wanted. Hmm. Low. All right, well, stuck to the two it is. Did she cut it into the 5? Or she just got to play safe here? Just trying to lay up. Oh, wow. Just pushes the 5 across the face of the pocket. Be careful with this carom. Make sure you don't let the cue ball go in with the 5.
I got this
Nicole just waiting for Andrea on the table just to the bottom of the other side of the bottom of the screen here. People got away from her a little bit, it looks like. The ball's getting away from both players here.
I'm just talking. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know if I'm okay. I did. We found my book. Make another one.
She is playing this on the side.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah, yeah.
Bit of cut and deuce throw there, pushing that off the target line. Ooh, excuse me.
How do you do no.
Yeah, on top of the 7 ball, it looks like. Well, it looks like maybe she can be just cue to the side of it. Slow down, don't want to go behind the 8. It's a little straight, but it looks like her angle is going into the right side rails. Maybe go forward 2 rails. Can't tell. She's gonna have to cheat that pocket a little bit. Feel like she's looking at holding it back. Maybe doesn't. Shot. There's another gut shot, but on the 8, was upper left corner. I should just go like just a little above center and go into that rail. Straight back down the table for the 9 ball. Now it's come all the way down table. Nicole growing that lead to 3-1. All right, I got a little piece of sandwich here that I'm gonna chomp down on quick, so I'm gonna mute up for a second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to get a little sustenance in me when I had a second. Some of the rollout. Some of the good safety from Nicole. See, we're still working on the one ball here.
Need to go on. This is still in like it's what's better. Yeah, I just got good. They just I actually went out. My first match, I was like,
Shot. 4 right there to the left of the cue ball. I got an angle on the 3 ball. Take her over for the 4 into this bottom side pocket.
Very finished. I love it. It's actually not bad. You know, do a couple of B-side matches, people outside of it.
I got a bunch of these. I'll project to finish here at about 9 and 10. No, actually, it's pretty close. But I want to get to, the more depth that the quicker the matches.
Well, taking their time here. Gotta get back to that 5. I should consider shooting the ball past the 8 ball. Or is she going in the side, up and down? Watch out, 9 ball. Yeah, that's a tough transition.
I told one of the first player I got done, I said, I'll probably start this that's a couple hours from now.
Okay.
All right, good side to side.
If there's any
Manage both balls well.
way so I can get it. Well, I'm sure, but I think a lot of the regulars would know the secret name.
How was that night? Wasn't that with the?
I think they have like
Party bricks. It's not a party. I just have to let last. Here till midnight.
Good result for Regene, it looks like.
you ever go to the parlor and go?
No.
Yeah, we didn't. That was like an pool room half night.
Oh, yeah.
And we had like a curfew of like 6. But back then, and we didn't have 50, 60 players. But
Yeah.
people go, why do we have such an early curfew? I go, be here about 6:30 and you'll know exactly. Suddenly the music's thumping and people don't have anything.
Try on the kick.
Golden Fleece was just a pool.
Yeah, they're the DJ that starts like at 9. But I mean, they still.
Once that match, the one that's listening behind is done, it's like a full kind of seeds and like, am I in that line? Or am I
Just starting now, and there's other matches that have finished in that same round.
Oh.
So are literally a race to 5 ahead.
Good shot from Regene. Stroked it well, got back on the 7 ball.
But that's nothing to do with you. It's, I mean, the lanes behind it, the lanes have been playing slow. It's just, she got in that weird corner. For second, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're 4-2. We're not really that far behind right now, but she put a lane behind me.
A little 50-50 on the 9. Likely go into the upper right. A little bit of a blind cut, as they call it. Hit it well. Perfect on the 10. She can hit that 9 ball low. The NWPA received a generous donation entry to the 4th annual Don Weir Memorial Invitational at the Golden Fleece in Everett. That event is coming up in 2 weeks, and that entry will be going to the top point holding player after this tour stop. We'll take a look at the standings during the next break and see who we're keeping our eye on. Balls behind the head ball are going a little low with the side pocket.
And I'll get that. Well, yeah, you're welcome. And because yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
She kind of tied the one up at the 2. It would have been nice if the 1 came out of the rail a little bit. So if she does get ball in hand, the 110 was an option. A little tricky. Not really any great kicking lanes here. You could try and reverse it out of the short rail. Or the 8 and the 3 take away the 2 rail. If she tries to go Z into it, maybe? Good effort. Oh, looking to see if the 2 slides past the 10. What would have been great for Nicole is if that cue ball had clipped the 2 ball off the rail. Now, need to cut. So Regene can see the fall of the one ball. Let me phrase that. She can see the full face of the one ball. Why is an edge in this? Maybe even enough to make it. It's hard to tell. Smart shot. Traffic on both rails. Send the object ball into one of them and the cue ball into the other. My ball was pretty big. It was hard to come short enough to not hit that 5 ball. It's that time of day where I need to recaffeinate. Two-way. I think she was trying to make it, but it's probably fortunate that she didn't. That cut reduce throw. Push that one. Just north of that side pocket.
Okay, nothing. Here's a question. I forgot to. Other than that, it's that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You should never get away with touching a movie, any movie ball. No, I wouldn't.
Oh. I know it's opening in Troy, I don't know, but that's okay.
Oh, you got the little Marion, right?
Okay.
Okay.
I was expecting that.
No, but that just means I can see a whole more connection. I got it tomorrow. You got one loser play.
You wanna know this? You wanna know the security today? Now I have to go to Target. And I have a while for that. Yeah.
I've been telling people it's 6 inch.
Oh, nice.
Hour
Okay.
day. And if you need questions about tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, no, I skipped, I got it. You know what that is? You wanna know?
It's just pretty much just gotta send this cue ball to the bottom of the table.
3 things at once.
Maybe trying to get in there between the 7 and the 9. A little too cheeky, I think. Well, she did stick the cue to the 9. May make cueing a little awkward for Nicole, increasing the difficulty of this shot. Looked like she swerved that cue ball a little bit.
No, I'm trying to find it.
Is the cue ball going? Can you just hang up in the pocket? Ooh, it is. Ooh. Three to the bottom of the table. Looks like there's a straightforward one rail here. Regene gonna have to go rail first, between the 8 and the rail. Maybe aiming for about the first diamond. Right. So far, Regine has looked pretty dangerous on wide open tables. Let's see if she continues that trend with the layout here. On to the side and back over. Did it well?
Yogi text.
Right, well struck.
Thank you. I was looking over. Yes, it is. Thank you.
All right, 3-all. Both players halfway to the finish line. All right, looks like we got a player break. Gonna go on mute for a second and be back when the players are back. Stay tuned. All right. I'm back now as well. It's like Regene, another rail first shot. It's going to play out well for Nicole, looks like. A little bit of a reach. You might need the bridge. The rest, right. Whatever you prefer to call it. No. A little bit of a goof there. I think maybe she was just trying to stop it and has drawn it onto the 5 ball. That or was trying to draw more and nudge the 5 out of the way.
Grab the pancakes off the nozzle.
You want me to grab an extra one for that?
Thought we would start cleaning all that area out.
No, and I can't work, right?
I think the big question is, where does she want to play the 6 ball after the 5? So the 4 is going to leave the table. The 6 might pass that corner already anyways. But either needs to get down to play it in the side, or stay on the right side of the table after the 5. Regene, you can go up 4-3 here.
If it is not interested, I don't. Well, we can keep going.
I'm thinking about it. We were talking about the Don Weir Invitational Let's take a look at the current standings. So of the players on this list, Amy Wilson McDonald is not here. Sophia Tran is not here. Sarah Moore is not here. And Melina Ortiz is not here. Of the other 6, I know Andy, Kathy, Jordan, and Marianne are still in. I'm not sure about Marion. So that gives you an idea of which players are still alive and competing for that top spot. Because as I mentioned earlier, the top point holder after this tournament is done will get that invite entry to that tournament at the Golden Fleece in 2 weeks. For those not familiar with the Don Weir Invitational, so this is the 4th annual one coming up. I know several pros that come for it every year. I believe Shane has won it twice, if not all 3 of the previous times. I know Shane's going to be here. Chris Reinhold, Corey Dool I saw on the list, just to name a couple of the pros I recognized when I was scanning the confirmed list last week. Yeah, so Regene just rolling out here.
Hi.
And
You guys are
7.
going to be using the 7-footers, all of them, for the duration of the day, probably, right?
Last week, friend said, I'm not a red people. Granny sweet is sweet.
Oh, I know, but they're all that red one.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, red. Most. And then there's one with the really tall. They're they're gonna be right.
I know, right?
Sorry, just trying to get some of the staff asking me about when and if any of these tables were going to become available for the general public. Not my department, and that is Chris Rogers, our tournament director. So we've referred her to him.
Why did they put me?
All right, good shot from Nicole. We'll pull that cue ball back. Look at this 2-ball. 3-ball just over there on the left side rail.
Steve. Some matches are way behind.
I don't know, jam that in the pocket.
It's what we're doing. Is that a no? I know, I just had.
Everything kind of out in the open for Regene here. Needs to get to the left side of the table from this 5-ball. I'm good. Thank you, Marianne. I'm positive. Thank you.
I've been playing on shortstop.
All right, pretty good shape. 7 in the side. Ideally, would like to give herself an angle on that 7 where the cue ball is tracking to the left. Makes it easier to transition to the 9. Whereas if you're straight in or angle going to the right, got a lot more work to do to get on that 9 ball. Did really well, just drawing over that rail. Looks like maybe she can just stun down for the 9 ball. Also, maybe just play a top ball with a little bit of left and go between the 10 and the 9. I think that's the route she's going. I'm just gonna take the miss and roll it in, shooting the side. All right, that should put Regine on the hill. So we had, I think, potential 48 board. I can't remember exactly. We're just under that 40 something players, 43, 44. I had some late ads this morning, but here's a look at those payouts. So just shy of $1,000 for first, and then down at 9th through 12th, first round of payouts is 95. So that top 12 is what we're going to be playing down to tonight, just so that everybody coming back tomorrow knows that they're in the money. And then they run a second chance alongside finals day. So anybody that doesn't finish in the money will be eligible for that second chance tournament tomorrow. I think they capped that at a 16 board. First come, first signed up. Nice shot from Regene.
Like, can't be honest.
And then we draw into position and shoot the 3 in the side. Good speed. Get that well. I'm pretty sure that goes inside. Might be a little tight. 7 might take away part of that pocket. Now the 3 and the 4 both right there. If you go in on cutting that 3 ball in, you've got to come all the way down to one end of the table and all the way back to position for the 4 ball. Is she gonna get there? Just barely. Regene might be able to swerve around the 6 ball. I think she's gonna go to the rail. Try and kick and stick. Pretty well to limit the movement of the cue ball, but the 3 ball is still sitting out there in the open. And again, that's the 4 ball there at the bottom of your screen on that short rail. A sneaking suspicion that Nicole is pretty straight here based on the amount of time that she's taking. I just managed to get a look over at the table from behind the cue ball. Pretty straight. She can cheat the pocket a little bit, opting to go safe. It's gonna leak, I think. Yep. But again, 4 ball at the opposite end of the table.
Yeah, I thought about making that. I don't want to block the house.
Good hit. Worked out well. Separation and distance. No, Regene can see the ball. Still contained from running out. Not gonna get there. Looks a little short.
I know.
May have left it through the gap. I can't quite tell from this angle, but just speculating from the face Nicole made as she walked back over.
Yes. 12:30. I gotta be here at yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. I'm probably gonna talk about like so I'll probably be coming early, but I'll have you. Yeah. Yeah. I want it today, but
You ready?
please. I never think. Bye bye. You can tell Elaine that I said nice to meet you.
Shot. The rail and come back out. Just like that.
Yes.
I think this is going to be the key shot for Nicole. She's going to get out here. It's going to be this transition from the 8 to the 9. Kind of like going forward here. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 rails. Go forward at least 3. Contact with. There's the 4th. Oh, if she played 5, that works too. The initial inclination was just to go 3, maybe 4, landing at that first diamond to the left of the lower side pocket, but this works as well. I'm a little on the wrong side of the 10. Still very makeable on the side. Just need to manage the cue ball.
See me? I mean, it says it's still open. But
Oh no.
there.
Well, that was a fantastic run from Nicole. Unfortunate miss there on the 10. left herself a little tough. I think she may have gotten a little distracted by some stuff going on the other table. She had to stand back up. Well, so Regine's going to move forward on the A side, and Nicole's just going to hop over to the B side. And so that's going to do it for this match. We will have another one up, I can only imagine, in a matter of minutes, if that. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.